Hey guys, it's Jody. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, November is going to be a very stressful month for me because today I'm telling you all of the projects I'm going to be working on in November. As you guys know by now, I have two books out, Deadly Scream and A Demon's Heart, and they are both books in a duology / trilogy. They're first books of a series, pretty much. And it has been 2 years, almost 2 years since Deadly Scream has been out, and a year since A Demon's Heart has been out. And I need to get out more books. I need to be pumping out more books. So my NaNoWriMo this month, or this year, is gonna be insane. So in the past couple of days, I have been organizing, essentially. So I have 7 projects that I will be working on in NaNoWriMo. The one book I'm going to be pushing for the first draft is the second book of A Demon's Heart. I've told you guys in the past that I have already started working on it, but it has been a struggle to actually write anything in it since then. So I'm going to try and get that first draft done. The outline's been done for a while. I just need to write it. Currently, it is at 26,619 words, and I am only roughly halfway through the book of my first draft. So by the end of NaNoWriMo, I will have 50,000 words for sure in the second book of A Demon's Heart. But on top of that, we have 6 more projects. Project number 2, outlining the second book for Deadly Scream. If you guys have not watched my birthdays for my books video, I will just simply say I had a first draft of the entire, I think, second book. It was either the entire second book, or I know I wrote NaNoWriMo 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. I did NaNoWriMo for Deadly Scream's second book, and I completed it, so I had over 50,000 words, right? I think I had like maybe 70,000, and suddenly around between 20 and 40,000 words completely disappeared. There was like 4 chapters missing, and I couldn't find a draft or a recovery that had everything. So I decided to restart outlining it because I want to get back to this world. Like, I remember at one point I was actually just thinking about it and how I kind of miss the world and like the craziness of what's going on. So far, my new outline for the second book, I haven't opened this in over a year. The last time I opened this was November 11th, 2021. I have 22 pages of the outline so far, which is roughly 7,671 words. So that outline, with outlines, I'm not really trying to break like a word count. I'm just trying to finish the outlines. So we've got that going so far. So second book of Deadly Scream is already in the make. And then project 3, we have a completely new book. It's gonna be standalone and it's gonna be long. And I've talked about it before, but I have not told you guys what it is, and I'm not going to tell you guys yet. And I have also been working on that outline as well, and at one point I swear to God I started writing it. I swear to God. But then I have no drafts anywhere for it, so I have no idea what happened with that. So with this, I have 7,187 words in this outline. And I think it's going to roughly be, whenever I do outlines, I kind of start with the outlines of chapters 1 through 50, and then I'll either add or take away whatever I need. So far, I've outlined up to chapter 10, but like I said, this is going to be a longer book because it is a standalone, and there's a lot of magic involved, and not as much world building, but there's going to be world building, so it's going to be a decent length novel. So I'm outlining that as well. So that's project 1, 2, 3. Project 4. So I am planning on releasing a collection of short stories into one book, and it will be a horror genre book, because I've realized recently I've been very into the horror genre and I love writing about it. So currently I think I have, if I look at this, I have 2 out of the 8 short stories already written. One of them I wrote in high school, and I'm going to re-evaluate it. And then the second one is done. I wrote that for a class my sophomore year in college, and I'm also in another writing class right now, but it's the short story I'm writing right now does not pertain to this, so obviously I'm not putting it in there. So that's project number 4. Project number 5 is another novel that I started planning while I was in high school, and it is another fantasy novel that I'm not sure if it's going to be young adult or new adult yet. I think now that I'm 21, most of my books will probably be new adult, just because that is how I write and that is my maturity of my writing. So just a warning. That one I don't have a lot of information on, so I don't think I have a big outline, so it's gonna probably take me the most. Project number 6 is also one I started in high school, and I actually have a few videos on it, but I don't remember if I told you guys what it was. I also changed the name for it because I didn't like how it was somewhat similar to A Demon's Heart, and I was like, that needs to change. I don't want book titles of different series or different themes to be similar, so I completely changed that. So I have to completely outline that as well. So far I'm outlining 4 novels and a collection of short stories. And the last project, project 7, is another novel I need to outline. I also did start writing this a little bit, but I think I'm only like 2 chapters in. So this one is going to be a retelling of many different stories into one, which is always fun. I don't know, I have an obsession with some fictional stories. Like, as you guys know, Alice in Wonderland, Coraline, The Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan, essentially. So if that didn't give you guys a hint of what this retelling collection is going to be, well, there's that hint for you guys. Wow, I have so much cut out for me in November. So I am writing the first draft of a novel. I am outlining 5 novels. I'm outlining 5 novels here. And then I am outlining a collection of horror short stories. So I have a lot going on. And the reason I am doing so many outlines is because I learned in the past that I am a huge outliner, and if I have an outline done, my writing experience itself goes 10 times faster. Like I said previously, this took me 5 years to write because I started this without an outline at all. I wrote the first draft completely, no outline, no idea what was going on. So I had to write an outline for draft 2 and draft 3. So that's what took me so long with this book. This book, draft 1, took me 2 weeks. Outline took me a week. This was published within 4 months. 4 months, guys. 4 months. So if I get these outlines done next month, I could have books being published, like ready to publish in the next year or 2. Like probably 2 a year, probably. That's what I'm saying. Like once I get these outlines done, it's over. Like I am writing and I am going. Like that's how it is. So please wish me luck because I'm going to need it and I will be recording it day by day. Instead of doing weekly vlogs this NaNoWriMo, I'm doing daily vlogs because there's so many things I need to work on. Also though, to let you guys know, I will be grinding very hard the first 2 weeks because I think it is the 3rd or 4th week. It's whatever week Thanksgiving is. I will be going to Hawaii to visit my sister for Thanksgiving. If you don't know, my sister lives in Hawaii, and this year we are going to see her and go visit her for a week. So I'm not planning on bringing my laptop. I will not bring my laptop to Hawaii. That scares me, but I think I will bring my iPad and I will bring a notebook because I'm still going to write. Like it's not an option. Like I am going to be there for 9 days, and that is 9 days out of November that I would not be able to write if I did not bring anything. So that is the plan for November, and I'm just letting you guys know it's going to be very chaotic. And I'm going to write down right now, or when I edit this video, I'm going to write down what project is each project. I have 7 projects, and I'm going to literally write them down as project 1 through 7. And on the screen, when I'm talking about a certain project, I'm literally gonna be like, project 6, I wrote 200 words today. Like, that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna be very chaotic. It's gonna be kind of confusing. But honestly, when I get these outlines done and I start a first draft, I'm going to tell you guys what is going on, what the stories are, and you guys are gonna be getting a lot more information about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video and sticking with me through this chaotic NaNoWriMo planning video. Comment down below if you are planning on writing anything at all in November. Like this video if you are excited for those videos, and subscribe to my channel to see any upcoming NaNoWriMo videos or any reading and writing videos in general. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!